So could you. Chapter 158. We went inside and sat in the kitchen, which looked as though it had been refurbished recently. Millard didn't offer coffee or anything else to drink, so I started to tell him why I'd come out to Virginia in the middle of the night. I spent some time at Ellie Cox's before I went to Africa. Your people did a good job in there. I found her partial manuscript, of course, even some notes she made while she was in Nigeria. Everything looked just fine, though. Nothing incriminating. Millard listened patiently, nodded, waiting for the punchline. I stared at him for a while, and I was thinking about the idea of good guys. Were there any left? I thought so. I sure hope so. So that's why you're here? To let me know that everything is fine? Millard spoke again. Looked fine, just like it was supposed to. But last week I went back to the Cox house. At that point I had enough time to be a real detective again. I talked to Ellie's editor at Georgetown Press. He hadn't gotten the last section of Ellie's manuscript, which surprised him. That was the part that detailed her trip to Nigeria. Maybe she never got to write it, Millard suggested. That would make sense, wouldn't it, Detective? It could be why she was targeted and murdered. I guess so, but if that was true, why would I be here at 3 in the morning when I could be home sleeping? Millard's brow furrowed. He was starting to show some irritation, and I couldn't blame him. Maybe because you never properly thanked me for finding and bringing home your family? You're welcome. Now you can go. Go! I hit Stephen Millard then. It was a strong right hand that lifted him right out of the kitchen chair and knocked him onto the pine wood floor. His nose was bleeding, but he didn't go out. I could tell he wasn't sure where he was. His hands were feeling around the floor for some purchase. That's for taking my family in the first place, I said to him. Ellie had a typist for her manuscripts, I went on. A woman in D.C. named Barbara Grzeski. I found that out through some checks Ellie paid every month. The good news, the reason I'm here, is that Barbara Grzeski had the last part of Ellie's manuscript, the section where she traveled to Lagos and met Adan Tansi, among others. Ian Flaherty is mentioned several times in the pages. So are you, Millard. Adan was aware of what you and Flaherty were up to. In fact, you were the one who set up the oil meetings with the Chinese. You took their bribes. And you were the one who hired Shawande, the tiger. You're under arrest, Millard, and the Central Intelligence Agency isn't going to protect you. They've already given you over to us, so maybe there still are some good guys left. Millard actually smiled. A manuscript? Part of one? A writer's notes? You have nothing to hold me on. I think we do, I told him. I'm sure of it. I opened the kitchen door and let in several agents from the FBI, including my buddy Ned Mahoney. These were definitely the good guys. I turned back to Millard. Oh, I left out the best part, the most important. We found Ian Flaherty. You lied about holding him. In fact, we have Flaherty now. He's talking. That's why I'm arresting you. You're going down, Millard. You made a big mistake in judgment. What was that? Millard finally asked. Now it was my turn to smile. You should have killed me when you had the chance. I'm very persistent. I don't ever give up. Thus spake the Dragon Slayer. On my way home, at around 5 that morning, my cell phone started to ring. I grabbed it off the seat and answered with my name. I heard a voice that I didn't want to hear, not ever again, but especially not now.
You are so damn impressive, Alex. I'm awfully proud of you,
said Kyle Craig.
Believe it or not, I was right there in Millard's house with you. Guess I'm kinda special myself. And I don't give up either.
Then Kyle clicked off. And as always, he was scarier than anyone else.